Hello guys, this is Alexi with Rock and Roll Tennis Camps, and today I'm gonna continue to show you how to build the right service motion. So in the previous video I showed you my tennis sock invention of sorts. So that just helps you to get the right rhythm, and then you can do it with the racket. Just gonna feel how loose the arm and the wrist will need to be. So next, after that, what I like to do is what I call a half serve. So you'll literally start with the trophy pose. So this is pretty much the throwing pose of a quarterback, pitcher, a volleyball player, you name it. Any sport that requires throwing, this is going to be the set arm. So you should be able to start with a half and swing just as fast. Like really everything before that, as far as the arm goes, is for flow and just overall like momentum, weight transfer, all of that. But as far as the arm goes, your arm begins accelerating right here. So if you follow tennis for a while, you'll see that there's a few pros that do it currently, but back in the 90s, famously, Agassi had a shoulder problem, and he actually spent half of the season serving, starting halfway. So you literally come to the baseline, put the racket up like this, and hit it. So this is where the serve begins, and you should be able to get pretty much most of the power. This is where I would say 90% of energy would come just from this zone. Obviously, you can add some stuff later on, but that's my progression. So I go from here, make sure I can do it from halfway. After that, if the student got that far, and then we start putting full motion together. So now you have to calibrate the height of the toss so it matches. So the height of the toss matches whatever flow you chose to do. If you have a Goran flow where toss is low and you just start your swing a little faster, that's one way. Or you have a really tall toss like Del Potro or Sharapova, that's a different flow. But whatever it is, that flow needs to fit the height of the toss. So a lot of times the toss doesn't match. The toss is too low or it's too high, and you have either way too long of a pause and you rushing it, or you don't have enough time. So that'll be next one. So I still don't include the legs. Just try to keep the legs as still as possible. And then once that is in place, then the last thing I'll put the leg bit. So that's just the way I do it. Historically, I had a pretty successful track record of piecing it together like that, because it's notoriously the hardest shot in tennis. So if you put all of those components together at once, it's too much to think about. So definitely get really good at half, because you can turn around and see that it's vertical. So a lot of times people have like all these different angles right here. So the advantage of serving from the half, you can make sure it's in the correct way. Looks good. Then you can turn around and focus on the toss. All right, guys, this is a bit of a crash course of my serve teaching progression. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you want me to go a little bit deeper in some of those stages. But that's just how I've done it in the past, and I have like I said, pretty successful track record of teaching people how that correct motion works and how it feels, and then just build it like literally like a house, one block at a time. All right, guys, please let me know if you have any questions about this or anything else tennis related. And with that being said, go rock the courts.